Lake Orion. Hope you're all safe and dry out there. Off to another week here. My name's Ian Witherspoon, and I am between Taorminas. Welcome to the program. Hope you're all well. So the trade deadline came and went.
Yeah. You look terrible in red. You were a seller. Congratulations on selling David Price, Yoenis Cespedes, and Joaquin Soria.
Mm-hmm.
No closer.
Nope.
You don't have a left fielder.
Nope.
And then you don't have an ace of the staff. Well, folks,
awful.
looks like
Nope.
we're starting off discussion talking about the Detroit Tigers and how they were, quote, rebooting, which meant that they were going to be sellers. So let's start talking about the Tigers. What do you think?
We were talking about the Tigers.
That was Celine Dion.
All right.
Yep, this is the Tiger season. My heart will go on. It's called Thinking and Taking the Season.
So you think the Tigers are Jack Dawson letting go of Kate Winslet,
Yep.
falling frozen into the Atlantic?
Yep. That's basically it.
Okay. All right. I don't disagree,
Strange Titanic analogy.
but I think there's reason to be a little more optimistic than you are.
Why?
Well, let's look at it here, shall we? The Tigers actually have some pieces. They have a team. They have young talent. And they traded somebody that wasn't going to stick around, and they got back younger talent and cheaper talent.
Yeah, but you can't guarantee Yoenis Cespedes is coming back. Cespedes could come back, you know.
And if he doesn't, what are you going to do? You traded him, and you got some prospects. You got a pretty decent right-handed pitching prospect from the Mets for a rental player, my friend, for a rental
Yeah,
player.
but I think Yoenis Cespedes comes back next year.
And then that makes this trade way better because then, effectively, you traded Rick Porcello for Alex Wilson, your most reliable bullpen arm. Let's say Cespedes comes back. You get him back. And then you got Fulmer and Sessa, the two prospects from the Mets,
Right.
for Porcello, who's been terrible. And you don't have to pay Porcello. Red Sox
No.
paid him over $80 million a year.
I know they paid him
total.
$80 million.
I like this Morris kid.
$20 million a
I
year.
like this Morris kid. I mean,
Norris?
this Norris kid is proving that he can sacrifice his body, that he's really committed to, that he really wants to see this team win, and he's willing to put his body on the line to do it. Not many pitchers catch the baseball the way that he caught it yesterday against Baltimore. But you look at
And unlike Cespedes, Price probably is not coming back.
right.
I mean, you can
Well,
kiss that dream
Cespedes
goodbye.
has said he wants to come back to the Tigers.
You can't believe everything you hear.
No,
but you can hope, right?
Right, but I mean, you look at I've talked about the Tigers winning series. Have they won a series yet? They
That'd
split
be
with
no.
Baltimore.
That would be a no.
They split with Baltimore.
That's
They
not a
lost a
win.
series with Tampa.
They lost with Boston.
They lost with Boston. That's very disturbing to me.
They lost with the Mariners.
No,
lost.
they split with the Mariners.
Oh, they split with the Mariners. They lost the O's before that.
That's the Tiger season.
You're liking the Titanic, aren't
It's the
you, Terry?
Titanic theme song of Celine Dion. My heart will go on. That is the Detroit Tigers this season. This is why, one, they ain't going to beat the Royals. Two, this team ain't going to make the playoffs. As we all know, this team ain't going to make the playoffs. And three, Dave Dombrowski's already throwing the towel. He just said it. This team is done after this season. They're done. They're finished.
He did, but he got some talent in return for.
Here's the coin reboot.
Terrible.
Listen.
No.
What's the Tigers' goal every year?
Make it to the World Series. Win a World Series.
Win the World Series. If this team still had David Price Soria, Cespedes, would they be winning the World Series?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
Yes.
You've been hitting the panic button since opening day.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way that team's winning the World Series.
Hey, they
Right?
gotta change managers. Remember Jim Lee? They gotta change managers. Get rid of Brad Office.
Listen,
He's
so the
lost
goal
control.
was not going to be met. So instead of sitting there at home and then watching your big pieces walk out the door, you traded them and you got some young talent. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Hey, you
And I'm
destroyed
at
the
peace
farm
with that
system.
decision.
You destroyed your farm system.
It's being replenished, though, with 6 new prospects.
I don't like that word prospects. It's not right. It's not right to give a player and declare him a prospect. It's either this guy can play or he can't. It's just not based on.
But you need to fix the farm system. If you're the Tigers, you need to fix the farm system. The farm system's been hit hard. You look at the trades the Tigers have gotten, you know, for David Price, for other players as
Yeah,
well.
but
The
these
farm
aren't
system's
blue
been hit
chippers
harder.
coming up. You know, these are projects. You know what I mean? These players are projects.
Why would you
not
consider the
blue
Tigers
chippers.
in 2005 before the special year in 06?
Norris is a top 20 prospect in baseball.
Yes, he is.
In all of baseball, my friend.
He's going to be pretty good.
Makes you think that. I mean,
Did you, what about his performance yesterday? 85 pitches, 7 in a
innings.
third inning,
Well,
1
we'll
run.
see what happens the second start. You know, because usually.
I know. It was promising, though, in Baltimore with your new team. You got to like that.
Yeah, but can this team continue it?
I don't think they're going to continue to push for the playoffs.
They will
That
not
being
be-
said,
they won't make the playoffs.
this team is not devoid of talent. They have a lot of talent. They have some god-awful pitching, though.
God awful.
Once Miguel
Yeah.
Cabrera comes back, maybe things will be okay.
And look at the next couple weeks are going to tell you a whole lot. Okay, basically the Tigers are conceding, but they start a 3-game series against the Royals.
Yep.
Then they welcome in Boston. Then they go to Kansas City. Then they go to Houston. You're going to know a lot after those 4 series.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's-
the Tigers win all 4 series.
If
They
they-
could be back in the play on the wild card run, wild card chase.
They're close right now. They're 3.5 out. But then you got teams like the Blue Jays. You got the Angels.
Yep.
The Twins.
Yep.
It's going to be difficult.
Very difficult.
But maybe in some weird way, this is the kick in the pants the Tigers needed because they've been playing painfully poorly.
They've
They've been they've been very mediocre, very
While the
frustrating.
Kansas City Royals have been shining, and
The
all
Royals have been
cylinders.
shining. They even got 2 new players. I mean, like, this is why the Kansas City Royals is going to be. This is why Kansas City Royals is not only going to go into Comerica and just whoop on the Tigers. They're going to even win it in Kansas City. I think they're going to sweep the Tigers
What?
in both in Detroit and also in Kansas City. This Tiger
What?
team has got no chance. None.
I can't
I
wait,
can't wait.
till tomorrow when Danny Duffy and his 4.36 ERA strolls into Comerica Park and the Tigers feast on those balls like they're Italian meatballs served up at a
but
Taormina
Justin
family
Verlander's been
barbecue.
Equally as terrible.
What about his last 2 starts?
He's been equally as terrible.
1-run ball in Tampa, 1-run ball at Fenway. Talk to me.
It's at 1-3 right now. Here's why I'm going to say the Kansas City Royals is going to win this series. Because they have a bullpen that can shut down this Tiger offense. There's no Miguel Cabrera, and this Tiger team, you know, they've already tanked in the season. They don't have anything to play for, whereas the Kansas City Royals have everything to play for.
I think quite the contrary, my friend. I think the Tigers are now the team that's got to scrap to stay alive. They're the team that's got everything to prove. They're the team that needs to look in the clubhouse and send a message to upper management and say, hey, you shouldn't have sold. That's what the players need to do.
We'll be right back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Make a trip over to the Orion Arts Center to enjoy some family fun and fresh food at the 2015 Lake Orion Farmers Market. Every Wednesday through October 21st from 2 to 7 p.m., local vendors will bring their farm fresh produce, baked goods, and more for the parents while the kids have some fun playing games or making crafts. Remember to come often as vendors change from week to week as new crops come into season. For more information on the Lake Orion Farmers Market or to sign up as a vendor, visit lakeorionfarmersmarket.com.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koster.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
And the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on Between Taorminas. We'd like to talk about the National Football League now on this segment of the show. Guys, I think all teams are in camp.
Yeah.
Football season's here.
And you have a team that's cheating.
You have a team that's cheating.
Yep.
That's always been cheating.
Yep.
And that will never cease to cheat.
Yep.
They're sick, and I hate them. And I wish Foxborough would open up into a crater, and the pits of hell would engulf the city and the stadium and the team.
Would be, you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you.
About time.
About time. This is why Tom Brady's always been a crook. He's always been that. Even when he was at Michigan, he's always been trouble. You look at Deflategate, and then you look at his time at the Patriots. You got to now question how many Super Bowls. Yes, Spygate. You got to question Deflategate. You got to question here. This has been a culture of cheating with the New England Patriots. A culture of cheating, you know. And then you look at I know one fan in particular needs help. We know our former producer Pat Rooney, he needs help. But this is why the New England Patriots are nothing more than a bunch of cheaters because they have a cheating quarterback.
They got a cheating owner.
Yep, they got a cheating owner.
They got a cheating coach.
Cheating coach.
It's a cheating program.
Cheating program and a cheating quarterback.
Top to bottom.
You guys are aware that. You guys are aware that that same person that you're talking about, Sammy, wants to come on in a few weeks and confront both you and you about the issues surrounding the New England Patriots. You are aware of that, right?
Facts are
help.
facts.
Facts are facts. So this is a very rare situation where you and you actually agree on something.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Common good.
Yep, for the common good of sanity of football. So if in the defense of the New England Patriots, the Patriots feel like the NFL is instigating on them.
The NFL does nothing but bow down to those idiots. And for once, they stood up to them and said, "You're sitting out for 4 games, Precious. Shut up."
They feel like Tom Brady's an innocent victim. Hey, the NBA had no... The question is, I mean, are we seeing it from... We've seen the NFL side of the story. What about Tom Brady's side of the story?
Who cares?
I know he's going to claim he's innocent, but you got to look at those cell phone records. You got to look at, you know, it clearly describes a cover-up, what he did. I know the NFLPA is trying to defend Brady. You know what I mean? They're obligated to do so, but this case is going to be, it's already over. I mean, like, you look at it here, Tom Brady's got a tough hurdle if he wants to get that suspension reduced. I just don't think that. I think he's going to have to sit out for 4 games, and then you look at the situation with the NFL. I mean, I think the NFL, they're trying to make amends what happened in the Adrian Peterson case, and then, you know, explain to me why that they get this appeal across Minnesota all the time. You know what I mean? But this case, I think, it's already over for Tom Brady.
I don't get why he can't just take his medicine. The man cheated.
He cheated.
Sit down.
Yeah,
Be done for 4 games.
I agree with you. Because Tom Brady
a lot of
has
agreeing
to
going
fight
on
it.
here.
This is about
image. This is about perception. This is about reputation. Are you going to fight and defend your reputation?
I guess.
I mean,
but you're
Jesus,
Tom
do you wanna
Brady.
see-
Tom Brady.
But do you want to see your reputation fall because of this?
If
You
you're a
gotta give-
cheater,
if you're a cheater,
now he's a liar.
he's a liar. I think you got to give Jimmy Garoppolo a chance to start for the Patriots. You got to give him a chance. You waste a second-round pick on this guy, and now you're gonna and I think for Brady, he's sit out. He's got to sit out, and he's got to sit out and look at the rest of the league, especially at division. Miami's gotten better. The Jets the Bills have gotten better. The Jets, I have no idea.
Jets got Revis back,
Yeah,
and they got Brandon Marshall.
They didn't get better on defense, though.
Revis.
With Revis.
Besides Reeves, that's it.
Well, we'll see. The division should be better, though.
Oh, yeah.
Miami should be better.
Yeah, because they got
So both of you are pretty much on the same page.
with Brady, yes.
Yeah, about time.
About time.
That's one topic.
That's one topic.
We'll see where we go
But,
from there.
I mean, the question is that what happens if Brady actually does get this appealed?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
So both of you don't think the New England Patriots are getting screwed. Both of you think that you both think that the Patriots are getting what they deserve.
Yeah! They're cheaters.
They have nothing more than a disgrace to society in the NFL.
Whiny cheaters.
Whiny. They're whiny. They're like, we lost.
Robert Kraft. Oh, I feel so disrespected. Even though I party with the commissioner all the time.
Yeah, you party with them all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a first for everything. Sammy and Ian are actually agreeing on something. That's a very rare thing.
Darn tootin'.
Dude.
Yikes.
Hey, we got Lions.
We got the Lions back. Now, this is where we go back to being enemies.
Yep.
Because he thinks they're going to go 0-16 and
No, I don't think they're going to go on 16.
2-14, excuse me.
I think they're going to go 5 I think they're going to go 5-12.
5-11.
5-11. Yep. Because here's why.
Boy, here we go.
The quarterback's not a I mean, like, you look at it here. Their offense will be okay, but it's their defense. It's going to be a disaster. They have no pressure. Terrell Austin, he's going to struggle. This defense is going to take a lot of step back. You know what I mean? And I just think when you look at the division, Green Bay is the team to beat in that division. And then you look at Chicago, we don't know where their mindset is. And then we don't know Minnesota's mindset.
Adrian Peterson's back.
With Adrian Peterson back. But I just think when you look at the Lions, can Matthew Stafford, can Calvin Johnson be healthy, and can Amir Abdul, who I'm high on, not drop the football?
See, I disagree because I think for the first time, even more so than last year, the Lions have some talent. Not only do they have some first-string talent, they have some backups. Both. They have some depth.
Their defense scares me.
Look at the defense, though. Front line, Jones and Ansa.
Yep.
And you got Haloti Nada.
Right.
Hello, he's pretty darn good.
What was their linebackers? I don't trust Tulloch. He's too small.
Tulloch's back. Levy, Whitehead, Diggs.
They just
He-
traded
no,
away a 6'2" defensive back for a second round pick next year.
Let's look at corners. Corners, they actually can trade corners because they have some now. You got Mathis, okay, he's old. And then Slay on the other side. But you drafted Carter from Stanford. You got the safeties ahead of Bo and Glover Quinn.
Yep.
And you signed Taylor Mays. He's good depth. I mean, they actually have some pieces where you can feel confident in this team, I think.
Yeah, we'll
And
see
a lot
what
of people are
happens with the
overlooking
Lions.
that.
We'll see what happens with this team.
I'm
Not
thinking.
high
I think I have one of my. I think of one team who's going to do very, very well. The Dallas Cowboys.
When we come back, we're going to talk about life in the third segment, not the Cowboys.
Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV.
Lake Orion and Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina here, talking a new show here called OA Now. We're going to talk about sports from football to basketball to volleyball to track and field to soccer, cross country, etc. here on OA Now on ONTV. Welcome back. Of course, I'm Ian's conscience. Yes. Well, let's see here. Speaking of that, you and me have a little wager to make?
We have a little wager to make we didn't get to in the first segment.
Right.
And I don't really know the details of this wager, but we should hammer that out now with the guidance of our overseer, Anthony. Now, I'm willing to bet something, maybe not an Olive Garden dinner, but I'm willing to bet something on the Tigers making the playoffs this year.
I will accept that challenge.
You're saying they will not make the playoffs.
They will not make the playoffs. No.
And wild card 2 counts as a playoff spot.
That's correct.
Okay. Anthony, the terms of the bet. You got any ideas?
I will say this, based upon the ramifications of this, it seems like certainly a dinner seems to be of essence here. However,
I'm the one in trouble here because I've got a real long shot of this happening. This is like, I need 2-to-1 odds here or something.
I would say essence, an Olive Garden dinner sounds to make a lot of sense in this.
So if I win, you get me an Olive Garden dinner.
Yep, and if I win,
I get you a McDonald's $1 hamburger.
no, you give me an Olive Garden dinner. We gotta do
This is like me just giving you an Olive Garden dinner because it's not going to happen.
We gotta
The Tigers are done, man.
No, they're done. We know they're done.
So I'm not giving you a free meal.
You're gonna give me a free meal.
How about something a little lower end? All right, Olive Garden is, a $15 plate here.
How about this? How about whoever wins gets his choice of for dinner.
No,
Yes.
I'm not taking you to Cruise and Mirror here now too.
Yeah, you are.
I don't need you picking.
Yeah,
That's
the other option would be possibly a Subway.
What? Oh. Oh.
Or how about Taco Bell of Sammy's choice? Ian must pay. Ian, if Sammy is to beat Ian, then Ian is to buy, no matter the choice of Sammy's food choices, of Taco Bell for Sammy. And if Sammy if Sammy loses to Ian, then Sammy must buy Ian's dinner. I'm willing to accept it.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. It's a good compromise.
How about a different one? Five Guys Burgers and Fries. You ever been there?
I've been there. I'm not a fan of it.
You're not a fan of Five Guys?
Nope. Taco Bell it is.
No deal on Taco Bell. How about
Yeah, we're going to be arguing on this.
How about this? How about this?
How about both of you buy me dinner?
No.
How about this? If the Tigers make the playoffs, you bring over to my house a hot and ready pizza,
Okay.
and we watch the wild card game.
Deal.
If they don't make the playoffs, I'll take you to Taco Bell.
Deal. Deal.
Deal. All right.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sammy and Ian both making a deal. And don't you like this world of compromises outside of the New England Patriots situation?
They suck.
They suck.
They're cheaters.
They're cheaters. They're ponies. They're frauds.
They're pony puff princesses.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Now, next order of business. We want to talk life. Mm-hmm. What are we going to talk about with life?
Well, we got the football coming up in about 3.5 weeks for high school.
High school
High school
football
football
starts.
coming up in a few
3.5
weeks.
And are we a little more optimistic this year?
What, the Dragons?
Yes.
It depends with this team, when you look at
I want your gut feeling. What's the gut feeling?
it depends. I'm not optimistic with this defense at all because of the
Size? What is it?
Linebacker play and pressure play, especially with the line up front and the linebackers, because they were torched last year. I thought injuries could have been a factor, but this was not a good defense last year that Lake Orion had, nor was it a good offense either. So, besides running the ball, I thought they were one-dimensional last year offensively. But you got to look at the question is, can this team pressure and pressure and pressure? And that's the question with this team, especially from the linebackers and also in the defensive line.
I think I'm going to disagree. I have a lot of confidence that
You got a better gut feeling?
They should be mad at everybody for what happened last year. They should be upset with everybody. Because you look at how the way that the season went for the Dragons, they're going to want to make amends for. They're going to want to, this group's going to want to make the playoffs. But as we're going to find out,
they got to change those white jerseys.
As we're going to find out, it's one game at a time. The schedule's pretty tough.
They open with Oxford?
Chippewa
Valley.
And then Oxford?
Chippewa Valley at Wayne State.
Oxford's week 4.
Oxford's week
Week
4.
4.
Mm-hmm. It's the same schedule as last year. Instead, they just flip-flop.
Oxford's home this year?
Oxford's home this year.
Well, we're at home. Dragons are at home against Oxford?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Chippewa Valley at Wayne State, then home Athens at Troy, home Oxford.
We're going to be wearing green in
At
that
West
game at Chippewa
Bloomfield.
Valley.
Then at West Bloomfield, Stony Creek, Bloomfield at home, at Clarkson, and then the crossover.
I'll go more in depth about it with my podcast.
We'll go more in
Wait,
depth.
time out. They're not closing the season with Clarkston?
They
No,
haven't done it
they
for
haven't
a
done
few
it for
years.
about a
Ever
few
since
years.
they put the crossover week 9, they haven't closed with Clarkson.
Who'd they close with last year?
They closed with
Adams.
Adams.
Manchester Adams.
That's a crossover?
Yeah, because Adams they do a red and white crossover, like
Oh, they're in the white?
right. Adams is in the white, like Orion's in the red.
And is that based on school size?
They base the divisions off of enrollment this year. I don't know what they're going to do it off of next year, because next year's a realignment year, and a lot of other storylines are going on. I'd rather not see it in I've been open about my opinion on realignment. I'd rather see it more of a geographic position, but I don't think that's going to happen. Which is terrible, but I'd rather see it. I'd rather see more geographic because it makes a lot more sense, and you got a lot more of those rivalries.
Indeed. Well, we'll see.
So
It's
camping
football
was fun
fever's
for you?
coming. Yes,
Yes.
camping was fun. Did the Oakview Rangers camp?
Hey, school starts for the kids coming a month.
Sheesh.
Hey, Oakland starts, I think, September the 3rd.
You going back?
Heck no.
Not getting your master's?
No,
Okay.
I'm not getting a master's.
I hear you on that one.
I think when the time is right, that's when you do it. But I mean, I think at the moment, with life and all that stuff going on, I mean, it's,
Maybe one day down the line.
Yeah.
You got the big one out of the way though, the bachelor's,
Yeah, that's kind of the big one that's out of the way in terms of the, now you've
Years and financial commitment, it's a big deal.
Right.
Yeah. Well, be interesting. Fall is quickly upon us.
Yep, we got hockey season in about 2 months.
I can't wait for October baseball.
I can't wait for hockey to start.
Can't wait to be eating hot and ready in the condo watching Tigers.
I can't wait to have my Taco Bell dinner from you with the Tigers not making the playoffs, and of course you
We should
watching
go
the
up to
Kansas City
Caseville.
Royals.
We should go up to summer home during the fall when everything closes after Labor Day. That could be an idea.
It's an idea, possible.
Very interesting.
Whether it be a hot and ready or a something else.
Hot and ready or a cold and old. Anyways, that's about it today. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the program, and I'm gonna talk a little longer about.
Goodbye.
We're not leaving yet, Sam. Okay. I have something very important I wanted to bring up, and I completely forgot about it, and that is, what are you guys wearing tomorrow? What do you got? What are you putting on tomorrow?
Nothing.
Tomorrow you going new?
No, not new.
No.
I will say this: we've got with football starting back up. We do the football preview show coming up. Media
tuned
day
for that.
is Friday.
OA now will be all over that one.
Yes,
Yep.
and so we'll be discussing a little bit of football.
Getting back into the swing of high school athletics.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, that will do it. Look for Sammy nude somewhere tomorrow,
What?
and hopefully you don't run off the road. Good night.